Guten Tag, guten Abend. Wir sind im East Village in New York, also südlichen New York, wenn man so will, wo ich früher gewohnt habe. Und hier seht ihr an der Wand, das nur nebenbei, die Namen, die jeweils auf ein einzelnes Band geschrieben sind, mit verschiedenen Farben, von Menschen, also Transgender-Menschen, Transmenschen, die getötet wurden. Die werden in den USA nämlich mit besonders auffallend hoher Zahl ermordet. Also das ist ja richtig auffällig. Und daran soll das hier erinnern. Das ist eine Kirche, die das schon seit längerer Zeit an ihrem Zaun hängen hat. Finde ich eine sehr gute Idee. Das war früher mal Little Germany, das Viertel. Das Video könnt ihr leicht finden, könnt ihr googeln, Little Germany, Mark Benecke, New York. Und es ist ziemlich wild, muss man sagen. Also es kann schon mal sein, dass es super dreckig ist und es kann schon mal sein, dass irgendwelche total wirren Menschen auf der Straße rumlaufen und so. Und es gibt hier ein altes, sehr, sehr schönes Theater, was auch 70mm Filme noch zeigt. Habe ich auch schon gesehen. Das ist total eindrucksvoll, in einem wunderschönen Saal. Das ist das Village East Theater, vor dem stehe ich jetzt hier gerade. Und ihr seht, im Hintergrund seht ihr die Tafel, wo also angeschrieben ist, was läuft. Und da steht Rocky Horror 722. Das soll bedeuten 22. Juli. Da läuft die Rocky Horror Picture Show. Da bin ich aber leider nicht hier, sodass ich sie nicht sehen kann. Macht aber nichts, denn ich werde sie dafür in Brooklyn in Our Wicked Lady gucken. Das ist ein Schuppen auf der anderen Seite des Flusses. Ich wollte es euch aber nur mal zeigen. Hier lief die Rocky Horror Picture Show wirklich sehr, sehr lang. Auch in den 1990ern, als ich hier gelebt habe, bin ich da also oft hingegangen. Jeden Freitag und jeden Samstag. Und das Besondere ist, vor der Leinwand wird mit einer Shadowcast, also mit Menschen, die jede Handbewegung auswendig kennen und jedes Augenzwinkern von dem Stück, wird das Stück mitgespielt. Da ist schwer was los. Wenn ihr wollt, könnt ihr auch mal den Artikel dazu googeln, den ich in der Süddeutschen Zeitung geschrieben habe im Jahr 2000. Findet ihr auch super leicht. Der heißt, sind etwa Jungfrauen im Saal. Jungfrauen sind die Leute, die noch nie in der Rocky Horror Picture Show waren. Und ich wollte es euch einfach nur mal zeigen. Achso, zwischendurch lief sie dann gar nicht mehr, die Rocky Horror Picture Show. Da bin ich hier zur Kasse gegangen, das werde ich nie vergessen, hier, genau zu diesem Box Office. Und dann habe ich gesagt, one ticket for Rocky. Und dann haben die mich so angeguckt, so eine Studierende oder so, und so, okay, wow, ist einer der Irren hier unten aus dem East Village. Sie hatte keine Ahnung, wovon ich rede. Und dann bin ich schnell wieder gegangen. Dann wurde es verlagert an die ungefähr Ecke 23. Straße, 8th Avenue nach Chelsea. Also das ist schon ein bisschen cooler und schicker, auch noch so ein bisschen künstlerisch. Das Kino hat aber dann geschlossen, ich nehme an wegen Corona. Und jetzt hat der Besitzer dieses Kinos von oben aus Chelsea, hat jetzt hier das Village East, wie soll man sagen, übernommen oder managt das. Ein sehr altes, schönes Theater, ihr könnt das vielleicht ein bisschen erahnen. Ich glaube, es ist ein altes jüdisches Theater ursprünglich gewesen. Ja, tatsächlich. Arts Theater Building. Ich glaube, ich erinnere mich, dass das so war. Könnt ihr ganz leicht in der Wikipedia nachgucken. Und jetzt leitet er das hier. Und so ist die Rocky Horror Picture Show wieder zurückgekommen. Ziemlich cool, wie ich finde. Hier könnt ihr auch noch sehen, hier läuft Space Odyssey in 70mm zum Beispiel. Und da ich es jetzt hier nicht angucken werde, fahren wir jetzt mal mit der Linie L nach Brooklyn. Ich bin schon sehr gespannt. Mit der Linie L bin ich echt überhaupt noch nie gefahren. Crazy shit. Seht ihr auch überall gelbe Taxis? Vor 23 Jahren habe ich einen Artikel in der Süddeutschen Zeitung geschrieben zum 25-jährigen Jubiläum der Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, wenn wir das jetzt zusammenrechnen, dann kommen wir auf fast 50 Jahre Rocky Horror Picture Show. Nicht ganz. Und ich schaue mir mal an, wo sie läuft. Sie läuft immer noch. Zwischendurch lief sie mal nicht im Village East, wo sie die ganze Zeit lief. Aber ich schaue es mir jetzt mal an in dem jetzt hipperen Teil der Stadt, weil mittlerweile das East Village, wo das Village East Cinema ist, also das heißt jetzt Angelika oder sowas, läuft allerdings immer noch. Jeden ersten und dritten Samstag im Monat. Diesen Monat im Juli 2023 aber nicht. Da läuft nach einem anderen Schedule, aber dafür in Williamsburg. Williamsburg ist jetzt viel, viel cooler. Da muss ich also Manhattan verlassen und ich schaue mir mal an, was die echte New York Rocky Horror Picture Show Cast, NYCRHPS Cast, die jetzt gleich da anzutreffen sein wird, was die so viele Jahre später, also fast 25 Jahre später, da machen werden. Normalerweise wird also vor der Leinwand haargenau, also auf die kleinste Handbewegung genau, dargestellt, was während des Filmes passiert. Also der Film läuft live sozusagen als Theaterstück nochmal ab, aber mit genau den Bewegungen, die auf der Leinwand zu sehen sind. Und im Publikum ist ein riesen Remi-Demi, weil die Callbacks, also die sehr, sehr frechen Rückrufe aus dem Publikum, die Sal Piro erfunden hat, den ich getroffen habe, auch noch in New York beim Jubiläum. Also diese erfundenen Rückrufe, mal sehen, ob die auch noch stattfinden. In Deutschland hört man sie selten und wenn ich sie mal mache im Kino, ich glaube zuletzt in München, habe ich ein paar davon gemacht, da waren die Leute etwas irritiert, weil die, ich weiß nicht, es war vielleicht doch ein bisschen sehr, ja, eben frech. Ach, ich bin aufgeregt. So, ich habe damals Fotos gemacht, es gibt von der damaligen Cast nur Fotos von mir, es gibt keine anderen. Das sind echt geile Bilder geworden. Leider ist meine gute Kamera gerade in Reparatur, deswegen werde ich die Bilder jetzt versuchen mit dem Handy zu machen. Im Kiosk hier unten konnte ich direkt noch ein Vampir, sozusagen Comic, also Batgirl als Vampir erwerben und außerdem habe ich auch schon meinen schicken Pin an. Also ich bin gerüstet, hoffe ich mal, für alles, was jetzt kommt. Ich bin noch nie mit dem L-Train gefahren. Hier geht's hier runter. Ja, einmal ist immer so. Diesen etwas schickeren Williamsburg habe ich mich, glaube ich, vertan ein bisschen. Es ist nicht der schicke Teil oder, na, vielleicht identifiziert er gerade, aber noch besteht es hauptsächlich aus Lagerhallen und so. Was ist das hier? Eine alte Rufsäule. Nicht hier. Noch liegt Stille hier über dem Dach. Mal sehen, wie stark hier gleich die Kuh steppt, wie die jungen Leute nicht sagen. The first performers arrive, but they are shy. But we are lucky the manager is here.
Hi!
And you are also sometimes on stage. What is your favorite character on stage?
I like playing Janet. I play a lot of Janet.
You play a lot of Janet?
Sometimes magenta because of my hair, but
when did you start to do that? How did you get to become Magenta and Janet?
what a good question. So I started in 2012 and I was just tech crew and then we needed performers. So
What did you do technically?
I did lights.
Oh, you did lights?
I did lighting, yeah.
Are you still looking towards the lights when you're doing a show, or do you not
Of
do
course,
that anymore?
all the time. You gotta like keep track of it. Your lighting guy is like your guy, you know? He's the
So
one that
you're not completely immersed in the show and like zoned out and everything?
zoned out. No, you're paying attention.
You're paying attention. Very good. You are performing every first and third Saturday at Village East.
Yes, generally speaking, we perform every first and third
Well,
Saturday.
not in July, not
Not
this
in
July.
July. We usually do like once a week on average at different places in the city.
When was your first show that you visited with the Shadow Cast?
My first show?
Your first show that you saw probably, I don't know, as a kid or I don't know.
Oh my gosh, maybe 2014?
Oh, that's
Might have
not
been
so
November of 2014.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty recent. Did it change?
No. I'm sorry. 2004.
2004.
2004. That's the one. Yeah.
Where? At Village East?
It was not a Village East. It was a cinema that we were at before Village East, Bowtie, Chelsea Bowtie, on 23rd and 8th.
How come that Village East put it back into the program? Because I remember that like 10 years ago, they didn't even know what I was talking about when I went to the cash register.
Ooh, that's a long story. Very briefly, the guy who manages Village East now used to manage Bowtie 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Bowtie closed down, and so we got in touch with the manager because we were looking for a new home.
Oh, so you weren't even referring to the long history at Village East. You probably didn't even know that they were performing there like a long time ago.
No,
did you?
I knew.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy who was the director before me put me in touch with the manager. So.
Oh, by the way, do you still know some people from the old cast, like Madman Mike and people like
Oh
that?
my gosh, yes, of course. I love Mad Men.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he lives in the UK about 50% of the time, and he's married now, and he has like 1 million kids, and his beautiful wife and he live in the Midwest, and he has a daughter with his first wife overseas, so he goes back and forth, he splits his time.
Is that what happens to cast members? You go to the United Kingdom, get a big family. Do you think that's happening to you too?
To me,
Yes,
probably not. I'm in New York. I can't afford
But maybe
I
they
can't
could
have space for a huge family.
Thank you very much. Next is who
Griffin.
could it be? Griffin, but Rocky tonight.
Yes, I'm playing Rocky tonight.
And where did you get the beautiful underwear?
There are a collection of sex shops in Chelsea.
So that's from a sex shop?
Yeah,
You
I just walk into a sex shop and you just. I walked in. I had to go to like 3 or 4 to like find one, but it's just like, yeah, you just walk in and you're just like.
How about the muscles? Did you build them up, especially for the show, or were you a little bit muscular already?
My boyfriend. More like. I'll say the first time that I did Rocky, I was like very scared about how I would look.
Oh.
And spent time working out, and then since then it's just because of nice comments from my director and other just praise that I've gotten. I'm just like, I think I feel positive enough about it that I don't need to be in perfect shape, which like obviously like. I'm.
You
not,
are in perfect shape. He is, isn't he? Yeah.
This is.
There you go. So you were mentioning you did play Rocky or somebody already in college.
I also play Eddie and Dr. Scott.
What did you play in college?
I played Eddie and Dr. Scott in college, and then it was only when I came here that I started like learning new characters.
Was that something that your college like wanted you to do? Or how
More
did that
like, so my college, so unlike here where we're doing like bi-weekly performances, my college was doing like twice a year.
The musical version or
No,
also Shadowcast?
this like Shadowcast thing, but only twice a year. So you only had the opportunity to do it. You only had the opportunity to do it in like a 4-year college. You would have 8 opportunities, and so there wasn't a lot of movement. It wasn't like you could try stuff out for a semester, and if you really wanted to try something out, like you had to be. Those roles were given out based on seniority.
Oh, so that was something that people wanted to do.
I mean, I auditioned and I got in freshman year. Like when they had spaces, people would get in early. But like when it came to like who got to play Dr. Frankenfurter, that was almost always a senior, or at least a junior or senior, because they would have prepared for it. They would have like, and the role would become empty, and somebody else would take it.
Okay, that's perfect. What are you looking forward most tonight?
I like this venue a lot. I think
It's different compared to the cinema, right?
Yeah. You can kind of see everybody. My first show, actually, seeing NYCRHPS was here.
Oh.
Yeah, I came with a few of my friends from college, and we actually, decided to apply right after, and then I joined. Shortly
Perfect.
after.
So thank you very much. Let's also have a quick look at the shoes.
I did make them myself.
Yeah,
don't zoom in too much.
No, I'm not zooming in. They look beautiful.
What? I mean, I did make the shoes.
No, not the
I
shoes, but the
painted them
color you painted. them,
and like the paint's still chipping, so I still need to do another coat.
Further painting and coating.
I'll say one thing that is maybe a little different about me than like other people in Rocky, and it's not like anyway. I am not as into the like costuming side, and one of the reasons I like Rocky is, I bought these and I, just had to paint these, so that's really easy compared to like. I believe the Columbia costume is just the sequins. They don't even make the sequins anymore, so you have to like source them from somewhere and put them on yourself. And I'm excited. I would be excited to learn Columbia, but that is
maybe that's happening next. Then.
Yeah,
I cross fingers. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And here is guess who? It's Brad Majors. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How long are you into this?
I've been doing Rocky for about 6 years, but I only really started performing last year.
What made you want to start to perform?
I've always kind of wanted to do it, but the timing of it never really worked out for me. I was always a techie because I would go. I used to do this back in Boston, and I would do it in between the school year. So I would go on, I'd do lights, I'd do props,
I see.
and I just wasn't around long enough and didn't want to buy the costumes for a longer term thing when I wasn't staying there.
Yeah, but the costume seems to be not super complicated, but is it? Does it?
It can be a little complicated if you want to go completely screen accurate. I obviously have not. I'm wearing a very different vest than what he has in the movie, partially because I lost mine and I'm borrowing a friend's at the moment. But there are certain things, if you want to be very anal retentive about it, it takes a lot of money. For example, this jacket right here, the jacket style that they made for Brad, I don't think really exists anymore. Because it was about 50 years ago. It had a completely different style of jacket. And so if you want painstakingly screen accurate, you need a custom order, which costs so much money. So I just went with next best thing.
Yeah, that's perfect. But would you want to have like the perfect old vest and jacket, or?
I mean, obviously, I would love to have completely screen accurate costumes, just to lord it over the mortals. But I just can't afford full screen accuracy.
If you have some spare money, send it over so you get the perfect costume here. Was it complicated to be perfectly synchronous to the screen, or did you watch the movie already as a kid or something and you knew all the movements?
So when I first started out, it was a little more difficult. I had done one brief shadowcast years ago where I was playing Riff, but I watched the movie so many times that it stopped being an issue for me. I caught on fairly quickly, but even then I also just studied the blocking that we were doing here, sat back, watched what other people were doing, and said, okay, I go here, I go here, I go here, and just kind of memorized it through osmosis.
Does it still happen that you see something in the movie that you have never seen before?
Yes, actually. One of the things that was pointed out to me about a month ago, keep in mind I've watched this movie God knows how many times. Aaron, one of our assistant directors, we were studying for Riff Raff, and we noticed that Riff keeps his handkerchief in his hump. So it might not actually be a hump, it might just be his handkerchief that he just pulls out.
Yeah.
And he pulls it out right after Sweet Tea, and that's where he's holding it for when he puts the rag on Janet. In the 6 years I've been watching this movie, I never noticed it before.
Excellent. That's very cool. Would you like to perform as another person? Because you switched already. You were Riff Raff, right? Do you understand that?
So I play Eddie, Scott, Riff Raff. Now I play Riff Raff. My first Riff Raff with this cast is going to be the 29th for a sing-along show that I'm really excited for. Actually, our music director is this gentleman right here. Tonight he's going to be playing guitar, but for the live vocal show, he's playing guitar with us and music directing, and it's going to be really, really good. The cast for that one is insane.
Two more final questions. Since you have to dress and undress during the show, do you have like a little secret, or is it open in the back? Do you have a zipper or something like that?
So the secret that I do is I kind of layer all my clothing in between. So I have my floor show underwear underneath my rest underwear. I wear this entire outfit under the tuxedo, sans jacket, and vest. I just pulled this out for the interview or the pictures.
It's 34 degrees Celsius. I don't know how many Fahrenheit that is, but it's really, really hot.
It's like in the 80s or late 70s, early 80s.
How do you feel heat-wise?
Horrible. You can see me sweating from here. My glasses are fogging up. It is rough for me, especially as someone who sweats easily.
Yeah. Oh my God. So thank you very much.
Of course, thank you.
So we are in the middle of rehearsals. The screen is already pulled down. You're a performer tonight.
I am a performer tonight.
Who are you going to be?
I'm going to be Eddie.
Very good. When was the first time you saw the movie? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was 5 years ago in New Jersey.
Oh.
And then, funny enough, was trying to date a girl, so obviously I'm going to join cast. And then kind of fell in love with the movie and forgot about her.
Does she know that you forgot about her?
I hope she's not watching.
Did she ever know that you cared for her?
She caught on at some point. We dated briefly.
Okay.
But Rocky was the takeaway from that, and then I moved up to New York, and yeah.
Are there callbacks in New Jersey? Because when I was working in Manhattan, everybody everybody was referring to New Jersey as some like a rural, I don't know, area where nothing much happens.
There are callbacks, they're just different. They're all referring to the fact that we're in a rural and boring state. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of them are. Like in New Jersey, there's an ongoing joke that you always, when you're getting off a highway, you ask what exit. Like that's the whole thing. What exit do you get off? So there are a whole bunch of callbacks involving like, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but just like, what exit? You're okay. No one else will laugh, but we get it.
How do you prepare? How did you prepare for the New York City experience then? Did you have to learn something new or?
I became friends with the right people. I definitely, it took a little bit of adjusting. There was a big. Because, the shows up here are bigger than the ones that we did down there. So there was a little bit of a nerves thing, but, you listen to some music, you throw on some jams, you just fucking go, and that's it.
How many people attend, like, on a regular Friday or Saturday in New Jersey?
50?
Oh, okay.
50, 40, somewhere around there.
But it's working?
Yes.
Do you think that Rocky Horror Picture Show became more of a queer thing compared to 25 years ago? Well, you won't remember 25 years ago.
Yeah, no.
But compared to a while ago?
Compared to when I was in diapers, maybe. I think that for a while, and it still is very much like a party scene, like a lot of people come here and just have fun and do their thing, but I've noticed that there are a lot of long-timers now, like people that have been in it for 15, 20 years, so on and so forth. And I think at this point, it's becoming like a career thing.
Do they try to give you advice? Like, does an old-timer come over and say, hey, you need to do something in this and that way?
I mean, of course they do. They come over and go, that jacket's wrong, and that pin is, oh my God, all the time. We've got them on the cast.
How about the bucket hat?
Oh, the bucket hat, they don't love it, but it's okay. I'm a modern Eddie.
Exactly. Very well. When you were a kid, were you aware of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Or?
No, actually, I was not aware of it at all until by chance, my one friend was like, want to go to this thing? And I'm like, sure. They never went back, and I just, kept going.
Let's look at other fashion items that you have here.
Yes.
This is what is it?
This is a slingshot. Eddie wears it in the movie. It's like his staple, I think they were trying to make him look cool, young, and hip, but...
I think it was a thing back then, the slingshot.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be deadly.
No, it could be, yeah. No, that's why I carry it, in case there's anyone not enjoying the show.
How do you know if somebody's not properly enjoying
they're not
the show?
yelling back. If you're sitting there quietly, you're doing Rocky Horror wrong.
I just heard that there is also a Rocky Horror Picture Show in Thailand. Are you going to attend that?
Really?
One day,
yeah, if I can get free tickets over and someone else can pay for the hotel room, I'll be there, Thailand.
That's a problem over here. You have to. How many free days do you have? I had 10 free days when I was working on it.
Oh my God. I'm lucky. I have unlimited PTO, so I can kind of just do as I wish, which is great.
You could still go to Thailand.
Yeah, I could. So Thailand, we're coming. Is basically what we're saying.
What is the main essence of the character that you're playing tonight? Like for you?
Just cocky. Because the whole point of Eddie is you run up, you steal the whole show, and you die. I feel like if you don't come in and just give it 100%, I'm the shit energy, you're not doing it right.
Are you a Meatloaf fan, or is that not? Does that not have anything to do with it?
No, I mean I'm a fan. I'm so young. I'm a fan of him as a singer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't Bad Out of Hell. I know all the basics, but I'd be lying if I said I was an OG.
So you're more into the character.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Not
100%. 100%.
Very good.
Yes.
I like that. Thank you very much. And I also have a bucket hat. If anybody ever makes comments about my bucket hat, the slingshot is going to come, my friends. Cheers.
Watch out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
2 more of our beautiful and intelligent staff members are here. Hello. I come from Cologne, where Cologne perfume comes from. Also, Cologne perfume is named after the city of Cologne, where I come from. And Frankenfurter, in a very brief scene, did you see that? Has a 4711 sign there. Yeah, have you seen that? Do you have that?
I haven't done it yet.
But you are going to do it?
Yeah.
You're the first person to know that. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but it is common knowledge by now. Did you know it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God! Okay, I'm at the right place here. How do you deal with the incredible, terrible heat?
Wear less clothing. Yeah, absolutely.
But the long hair doesn't make...
The wig is, it is a little difficult, but I'll just persist. Just run through it, You gotta do what you gotta do.
When approximately did you get into the whole shadow casting thing?
I joined roughly a year and a half ago, and then I've watched the movie a bunch since I was 13. So
How
roughly.
old are you now?
21.
I see. And why did you decide to go on stage that late? Since you were watching the movie so often, did you not know about the shadow casting?
I grew up dancing, so once I got to college, it was like right after the pandemic, like people started coming back outside.
I
so
realized,
it was very,
okay, I get it.
Yeah, so I was like, I need to do something extroverted and fun, and this was a good group to try and do that with.
Did you have to go to a casting, or how did it work?
Nope, I just emailed and reached out, and I started off as crew for a bit, and then worked my way up to start playing roles on stage.
How detailed do you go into actual eye movements, lip movements, and so on and so on? Do you want to make it 100% perfect or no?
I personally like to. I like watching the movie a bunch and trying to catch things when I'm learning something new. There's also older members on cast that will give you little details they've caught along the way. When I do Janet, sometimes there's the person who's playing Janet tonight. Actually, he taught me Janet, and he has all these little quirks that she does on screen that he taught me to do. So it depends person to person, but I like trying to catch as much as I can.
As much as possible. How about you? Do you also try to be perfect, or is that not necessary in your opinion?
I think it's fun to be perfect and be very screen accurate to the movie. Me, not always, but I try. I think our cast does a really wonderful job. I'm pretty new. I've only been on cast for 3-4 months, and then I've only been performing for about a month on cast. But yeah, I've been having so much fun with it.
How complicated is it during the first 2 or 3 shows to just smoothen in and get into the flow? It would be incredibly difficult for me because I just can't do that.
I mean, it's a little stressful at first, but honestly, everyone here is so good at what they do that you feel totally safe and, you're not going to mess up the show because, everyone helps you.
Did you rehearse at home, both of you, or did you just rehearse together with the other persons?
No, we get to learn with higher ups in the company, the director, the assistant director, so they'll run it with us, and let's say if I was learning Frank, someone who's teaching me will teach me what to do, and then as we're going through the scene, they'll step in as Riff or Janet and make sure you get to run it with another body there so you're not caught off guard when there's somebody next to you.
Do you also play other characters? Because many here, I realize, play different characters.
Right now, this is it for me, just Magenta. But hopefully soon, I'll be more people.
Why is that? I always thought that every person has one favorite character that he or she likes to play, but that's not the case in your group here.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we all like so many different characters. There's so much to do with each role.
That's beautiful. All right then. So I hope you're not going to sweat to death tonight. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
So you can't see me. No, not at all.
That was so much better. Welcome to the NYCRHPS show. We are NYCRHPS. We're here to do stuff to you, and it's going to be really fucking great. Make some noise if you're excited. Make some noise if you're mediocre at best. Yeah, fucking right. I would be making noise there. So, I have a few things to talk about before we get the show started. First things first, I'm the realist. Secondly, how many of you bought a prop bag tonight? Come on, how many of you are fucking losers? Throw down here. If you've seen this movie over 1,000 times, sit down, get a job. On our feet! On our feet! Stop saying. Then how the fuck you sex delivery boy?
They'll be upset. It was a mercy cake.
No, it was a messy. Describe Obama.
Naive. Joe.
Describe Michelle.
No muscle.
Show us the muscle.
Jetzt muss ich meine letzte Bahn kriegen, denn die L fährt mitternachts nicht mehr. Deswegen gehe ich hier ein bisschen schneller. Also das war eine absolute Sensation. Wenn das noch so weitergeht, nochmal 50 Jahre, dann bin ich sehr zufrieden. Super cool. Tschüss. Aus Brooklyn.